Think working for a star means you get some perks too? Find out which celeb doesn't let you make eye contact and who won't let you use her real name while addressing her. Queen Bee is massively successful for a reason. She brings her work home with her. Literally. A former nanny for Beyoncé and Jay-Z was reportedly told to learn the full choreography to Single Ladies. While some of us might have already done this voluntarily, according to Star, it was all just to keep little Blue Ivy happy. An insider alleged seeing her mom sing and dance to the song was the only thing that settled her down.
Nothing feels like my child saying, "Mommy."
Maybe this says something about Beyoncé's work-life balance. She's clearly so dedicated that Blue supposedly got used to falling asleep to her mama's songs. Let's just hope that stopped before Lemonade, or Jay-Z might have some explaining to do. Kourtney Kardashian might come off as one of the more level-headed Kardashian-Jenner sisters, but apparently she's not much different than Lord Disick. Star reported that a nanny who once worked for the reality star wasn't allowed to call Kourt by her first name. Instead, the source alleged, "She asked me to call her madam at all times."
We don't all have to do things the same way.
Unfortunately for the nanny, she accidentally went with the wrong moniker one day and had to deal with the consequences. She confessed, "I once slipped up and called her Kourtney, and she threw a hissy fit. I never made that mistake again."
I was like, "Right."
If Kourtney must be referred to only as madam, we can only imagine what Sister Kim forces her staff to call her. Charlize Theron is an award-winning actor, but a former staff member revealed just how strange the Oscar winner can be behind closed doors. The source told Star that she wasn't allowed to speak or look at Theron.
Shut up! I have a reputation.
As the star's assistant and nanny, the insider was reportedly forbidden to strike up a convo with Theron, even if it was about her kids. If she had any questions, she was supposed to write them in a diary. As this former nanny put it, quote, "It was odd." Meghan Markle is a polarizing figure on both sides of the pond. Her bombshell Oprah interview didn't exactly boost her popularity in the UK. And the reports about her berating staff members didn't help. Vanity Fair royal reporter Katie Nicholl told Yahoo UK that Markle was allegedly so rude to staff during an incident at Windsor Castle that Queen Elizabeth had to step in. At that time, Markle was tasting food for her upcoming wedding. She reportedly got edgy when she thought there was egg in a dish when there wasn't. Nicholl claimed, "She said, 'No, I can taste it. I can taste there's egg in this dish.' The Queen walked in and she just quietly took Meghan to the side and said, 'Meghan, in this family, we don't speak to people like that.'"
It made me cry, and it really hurt my feelings.
But this alleged incident was supposedly par for the course. According to The Sun, Markle reportedly lost it in front of a personal assistant when the blankets she ordered for a party at Sandringham weren't the right color of red. According to The Times, almost half of their staff nearly walked out because of Harry and Meghan's alleged behavior. If there was a whiff that Ellen DeGeneres was anything but her happy-go-lucky on-screen persona, it was probably the time she nearly made Taylor Swift cry on the show. But in 2020, DeGeneres was put in the hot seat over alleged employee mistreatment. According to Variety, DeGeneres left her staffers in the dark during the COVID-19 pandemic. Union crew allegedly faced a 60% pay cut as she used a skeleton non-union crew to film from her home. Meanwhile, other talk show hosts like Jimmy Kimmel paid their staff in full, even using out-of-pocket funds. With a reported $500 million net worth, DeGeneres probably could have done the same, but it gets even worse from there.
And that was it.
According to BuzzFeed, DeGeneres allegedly fostered a toxic environment on set. Employees were reportedly banned from talking to the host in the office, and anyone who took medical or bereavement leave was supposedly fired or not offered a renewed contract. There was so much bad press, it actually triggered a workplace investigation. As Newsweek noted, the Ellen DeGeneres Show has since been canceled with its 19-season run ending in 2022. If you could own the concept of throwing shade, Mariah Carey would have the patent. Vogue dubbed her the, quote, "Queen of Throwing Shade" in 2016. But there's a difference between being difficult and being downright abusive.
I'm putting these on because I need a key light and you're not giving me one.
Carey's personal assistant, Liana Shakhnazarian, filed a lawsuit against the singer in 2019. According to Rolling Stone, she was subjected to sexual battery and harassment during her approximately 2 years of employment before being wrongfully terminated by the singer in 2017. For a salary of $250,000, Shakhnazarian was expected to be on call 24/7. And that was for both Carey and her former manager, Stella Balachnikov, who was allegedly verbally and physically abusive. According to the lawsuit, she was repeatedly ridiculing her about her breasts by putting iPhones, remote controls and utensils under them. She alleges that Balashnikov slapped her buttocks and breast and called her an Armenian. As for Carey, People reported that she sued Shaq Nazarian, alleging of her former assistant. She turned out to be a grifter, a peeping Thomasina, and an extortionist. If you or anyone you know has been a victim of sexual assault, help is available. Visit the Rape, Abuse, and Incest National Network website or contact RAIN's National Helpline at 1-800-656-HOPE, 4673.